Oklahoma landed a commitment over the weekend, a massive offensive tackle, Ryan Foje out of Cypress, Texas. This put the Sooners into the top 10 early in the 2025 cycle, but OU is not done yet. Recruiting insider Josh McCuistion has dropped a few massive predictions. We're going to bring him on and get some intel on these recent developments, but first, Oklahoma fans, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We're talking Sooner recruiting all offseason. This is just the start. So do me a favor and hit subscribe. All right, let's bring on Josh McCuistion from Soonerscoop.com. And Josh, Sooners start the 2025 cycle with a top 10 class right now, sitting at number 10. What do you think the most important commitment is to this point?
I don't think it's going to shock people if I say it's quarterback Kevin Sperry. I mean, and it's not just that they identified him early, made him a priority target, and really he was kind of their guy in 2025. But also the fact that, I mean, Kevin Sperry, for, those that have kind of been focused on 2024, Kevin Sperry moved to Oklahoma, set up shop at a program where Oklahoma had multiple other offers out, has landed a couple of commitments since Kevin Sperry arrived. And I think that's kind of indicative of what he's done. You've seen him be very active in recruiting. He's going to all the junior day events, very communicative with a lot of the various prospects. So he's not only a guy that obviously plays the game's most important position, but also has been a big recruiter for OU so far.
Yeah, it's always important to lock that quarterback down early. Oklahoma's done a great job of that. Now, you put in some really interesting predictions that we're going to talk about right now on the recruiting prediction machine. The most three recents of yours was Jonah Williams out of Galveston, Texas, Torrey Blaylock out of Houston, Texas, and CJ Nixon out of Weatherford, Oklahoma. Now, we're going to start with Jonah Williams. You actually put this in a couple weeks ago, over a week ago. Jonah Williams, 5-star linebacker out of Galveston, Texas. What's the latest intel there?
Yeah, Jonah is a guy that I think you're seeing Oklahoma have a lot of success with a couple of things that have kind of worked in their favor. First of all, big-time baseball background, and Oklahoma's done a really good job with those kind of athletes. We can go back 1 year and look at Taylor Tatum and James Nesta in 2024, and I know Skip Johnson, Oklahoma's head baseball coach, had a big role in both of those recruitments as well. So I think you're seeing Oklahoma work well there. I think they've got a pretty good program of how you're going to allot your time through the spring and how you're going to make all of that work. So I think Jonah's bought into that. Also, a lot of schools early on were talking to Jonah about linebacker, which is obviously where On3 has him ranked as well. Oklahoma's been very adamant. They want him as a safety. That's where they see him starting out. They obviously, you don't know. I mean, Jonah is a guy I've been around. He's a big kid. Linebacker is a possibility in any scheme. But I think they're sincere in letting him have that opportunity, which is what I think he wants to start with.
All right. And then this weekend, I'm scrolling my Twitter, and you put in a new prediction for running back Torrey Blaylock out of the Houston area. What's going on there, and when do you think that this could break?
Yeah, this is one that I feel like maybe comes a little faster. I mean, we all know running backs, it's a situation where they kind of have to get where they can get in. I mean, we know about the running back value and how that works. So I don't know that it's coming in the next week or anything like that, but I do think there's a little faster timeline on this than maybe Jonah Williams is a guy that we've just talked about. So, again, I think a lot of this is, his relationship with DeMarco Murray, and secondarily, Oklahoma is really trying to rebuild its relationship with the city of Houston, which, I've got 4 guys from the Houston area currently predicted to Oklahoma. So that's something that the first 2 years under Brent Venables, for all the recruiting success, they really haven't had a big presence in Houston to date.
Well, they could be having that soon. Now, you also put in a prediction for athlete CJ Nixon, and I thought this was interesting because he's the number 1 prospect in the state of Oklahoma. Obviously, last year, Oklahoma does it. They land David Stone, but it was not easy landing David Stone, the number 1 player in Oklahoma. What about CJ Nixon this year? Do you think that recruitment will be as heated as David Stone's was?
I really don't, and there's a couple of reasons. First is CJ's a very different type of personality, where we know David loved being in the limelight, loved being around cameras. I mean, he's just that personality. He's a very big personality. CJ's very quiet, very reserved. I don't see him being a guy that's showing up at a lot of camps. The other side of that is CJ's had a big basketball background, so he's going to be doing a lot of AAU stuff during the spring. A lot of times when guys are taking these visits to spring practices or even into the summer, he's going to have obligations that are going to keep him away from that. So I think Oklahoma having a big early edge, being a school that he's visited a lot, it's tough for me to see a school really making a big run at him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, those are three major predictions that you've dropped pretty early. Is there anybody else right now that's on your mind that, hey, maybe you're thinking about putting in a pick on?
Yeah, if there was one guy I was going to say would be my next, it would probably be Tai Haywood at Denton Ryan in kind of North Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy that's been up to Oklahoma. He was there in January. Big, long, athletic guy that Bill Bedenbaugh's really high on. Oklahoma's been on since very early in the process. And I like what he, what he's had to say about OU. It's some of the kind of key buzzwords that every site recruiting reporter knows. Like, okay, that fits what OU's talking about. That kind of sounds like their talking points. And that's kind of that's what you get from Tai when you talk to him. So again, I don't think he's imminent or anything like that. When you're talking about a top 25 guy in the country, it's got to take something pretty special for them to jump early. But I do really like where Oklahoma is for him right now.
All right. Well, Oklahoma's sitting pretty for some really talented recruits, and the Sooner recruiting momentum is building. I have a feeling, Josh, we're going to be talking to you more this offseason as the Sooners go to work on the recruiting trail. Appreciate you stopping by the Inside Scoop today.
Hey, always enjoy it, Josh.
Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed that, go check out the hundreds of videos that we have on this channel, and also do me a favor, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel.